Hey there, it's That Mama, and here I'm with Iana Yara, and we are going to show you how to adjust your shape, how to manually edit your shape. And I use Firestorm. It's relatively the same with your SL viewer or any other third-party viewer, but here she is just wearing, let's see, I'll show you what shape she's got on and what body she's using. The body is the Sweets. I've got the Sweet Bento body on her. So that is much like the Maitreya fit. And she has a shape called Camille shape. So you can see that. So how did I get, first of all, if you want to backtrack, how did I get to that easy little screen? Well, you set up your buttons. You can either set them up all down here, or some of them down here, and some of them here on this sidebar. And if your bars are locked, then you can't move anything off. You can't drag things from bar to bar or add anything. So you have to unlock, then you right click on it again, and you can go to toolbar buttons. This is the whole screen of all the little extra help buttons that you can use. And I pull out all of my stuff and put it over here on my sidebar, and I even move some from down here and put it over here to my sidebar. And there is a certain icon that is appearance. Change your avatar. That is the greatest tool. So, with the buttons, that button is very helpful, the appearance button. And then you go to the wearing tab, and it will show you down at the bottom your essential building blocks of your body that you're looking at on screen. You've got eyes, you've got a shaper for your eyebrows, you've got the skin tone, and then you usually have the shape. So what you do is you can right click on this and say edit, and it will automatically pose you and bring up this appearance editing shape box. In here, you will see several different tabs at the top. It goes through the body, the head, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, the chin. You use these little arrows to go further. There's torso and legs. And you use these arrows to go back. So you can scroll through those and edit everything down here further as well. So like this body right here, you can edit the height. You can make her taller, and you can do it by punching in a desired number, by putting it in, making her really tall, or using the slider, you can make her really short and slide it down. Then make her itty bitty. The thickness of the body. This is where you get the thickness of the hips and right around this center, because if you want to plump up your avatar, you kind of need to adjust these areas as well so that you get a nice central gravity point here that actually supports what you're trying to make big. You're trying to make your stomach bigger and your bottom bigger. You need to have your hips. So the body thickness will have to be plumped up, and you can drag it or click on the line and do that. And that will extend this whole kind of area like this thicker, okay? Or thinner, however. And then there's the body fat. So this is how much body fat this avatar. Here's really fat. Here's, pretty skinny. Here's kind of in the middle of the road. And then there's the hover height. Usually don't ever mess with the hover height unless you need to go up higher or down lower for pictures, or if your feet is sinking into the ground when you're walking around and you notice, oh, every time I'm here at my house, my feet are in the floor. Well, then you need to adjust your hover height. You can go on to the head and adjust everything on the head. You can stretch it, head shape. You can make an egg head. You can make the head length, the face, the forehead, the brow size, your cheekbones, everything like that. Eyes the same way. Eye size, eye opening, eye spacing. And every time you make the change, you will see it on your avatar, and you'll also see it reflected here, showing you an example. Ears, nose. You can just see all the different changes. Mouth, wider mouth, thicker lips, everything else. A chin, a really noticeable chin and jawline versus a really petite jawline like here, like this. And I just really skinny her down. Kind of gives her a really skinny jaw right here, but now she's got chipmunk cheeks. Or I can give her a really square jaw and square her whole face off. Things like that. And then we get into the torso section. The torso muscles give you bigger arms and bigger muscles. The thick neck gives you a thicker neck. The short and long neck. Also narrow and broad for your shoulders. If you're going to make larger breasts, you might want to think about making a little bit broader in the shoulders so that it supports that and doesn't look really funky once you put the larger breasts on. Here's the breast size. You can make them extravagantly large, extravagantly small. Whoops, I'm going to have to woo-woo that. I don't want to get too small, they pop out of the design. And this is where if you've got some kind of dress or something like that your skin is poking out and you can't adequately hide because it needs to be see-through or something like that, you can adjust your body accordingly so these things won't be seen. Your skin won't be sticking out. And a lot of the times your HUD and your Maitreya body, and if you got Maitreya or if you use Laura X or any of the bodies, they have a HUD that helps alpha that out. But say you get up into this area where you got a chunk of alpha that extends here, but it takes this out, but also takes this out. Well, you don't want to see that. You don't want to do that. So you want to be able to adjust your body. Okay, on with the breasts. Here's the buoyancy of them. So let's see, without doing any harm here, if it's more up, more down, things like that. The cleavage, arm length, hand size, torso size, belly size. If you have love handles, you can make her plumper, so then she's got a little plumper there. So now we got a really plump avatar going on. Then we go down to legs, and we'll need to make the legs a little bit plumper because it's, you're holding up all of this. So you do a little bit plumper legs, and you can have short legs. Your hip width also, you can extend it, get that hip width in. The length, the butt size, it says. The bottom size, you can have a really bouncy, bubbly bottom there. Saddlebags that extend in the back and on the sides. And the feet size, usually to fit into your desired shoes. You can move that foot size clear down to 0. But if you want to have really large feet, you can do so. And that's what it does when you have really large feet. Your feet pop out of your shoes. So, just like that. So that is how you adjust all of that. And then you can say save as and name it something different, which I would suggest. Because if you push save, you are overwriting that whole body type. So if you have made any other outfits with that body type, it will remember that and it will be saved over, and you will have that for the body size. You will not have the original. You can also, like I'm going to do, undo changes. So it goes back to the original. And she adjusts just like that, because I like how that looks. But right there, that is how you edit your body shape. Very easy. So it makes it very easy. And then in your inventory, if you want to even add a little bit more, there are such things called physics. Now, I do believe that you get a few free physics with a lot of different bodies and things like that. So I have some physics listed in here that you might not have. But what physics do is when a woman is walking, especially women, the butt and the breasts will move a lot depending on what variants of physics you have. So I have, like, for my Erica body, there's a physics one, the breast and the bottom, or just the breast. I have it here with a gift shape. There came a breast physics. I've just got a few spattling, but if you just type in physics in your inventory, I bet you will find some physics that you have, unless you're in. And you might have some. Linden might just throw some in free with a new Linden body, with a new Linden mesh body. I do not know. I'm not sure. But you can give it a try and see if you got any physics. And you just, to apply it, you just same thing. You right click on it and you say where. So that will replace any type of physics that was already on your avatar. When you wear something, it replaces. If you add something, it adds it to a point, an attachment point to your body. Wear puts it on an attachment point as well, but wear replaces what you already have. Add adds it. So if you see that you have like several different hairs on, and you need to go in here, and that's why this is so nice, and you can see just how many hairs that you're having on, and you can just click them off until you only have one hair. Because I've seen some that got like 3 different types of hairs on because they've added them and never took the other one off. Okay, so I hope that in this little mini tutorial you have clearly figured out and been able to follow the directions of editing your body and putting on some physics so that you can walk around and jiggle and wiggle. And then also, if you come to a shape that doesn't let you edit it, it's just simply that's the way the designer did. They did not allow you to modify it. So I would be thinking about a different shape, because most of the creators do allow you to modify shapes. If I were to go and see it in my inventory, show original, no transfer. So you cannot transfer it to another avatar. So usually that is the way it's done. Thank you for viewing It's That Mama. Bye-bye.